Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Welcome to this new part of the series I'm doing, talking about potential crypto pumps. Now, I'm only doing this. I'm trying to do this in the weekend when there's not a lot of movement, but there are always altcoins that are outperforming. So in this video, I just wanted to give you a bit of guidance on which cryptos to look at. Now, a bit of a disclaimer: usually these cryptos are quite manipulated, very volatile, and very difficult to trade. But still, I mean, if you want to trade this, this cold Saturday, at least here, then you know where to look. All right, so we'll talk about 3 coins, I think, or at least it was 3. Well, yeah, 2, 3. This weekend, to be completely honest, it's very much quieter than the last couple of weekends. The last 3 weekends were very volatile, and you had a lot of coins with super negative funding rates and a lot of coins with a lot of volume. It's not necessarily the case right now. There are 2 coins though that both have a lot of volume and also negative funding rates. Now, negative funding rates, what you should know is that funding rates are basically the rate you either get or you have to pay every funding round. Every funding round is 8 hours, all right, normally. But you have to check with the exchange. Sometimes they're 4 hours, sometimes they shorten it to 4 hours when it was first 8 hours. You can check that out. Just look up Binance funding rates, Bybit funding rates, type in the ticker, and you'll know. But if it's negative, then you get the funding fee if you're long, and you have to pay it based on your position value if you're short. All right, so usually, I mean, these coins are not great to short, but they're very difficult to long as well. But the 2 main coins that I wanted to talk about are VIDT, with VIDT and Fine. All right, so you can see both of those also are putting in decent volume still. Fine at this point of time is highest. Fine actually in terms of the volume last 8 hours is in the top 5, so that's definitely very high. But those are the 2 main ones, and there's some other coins that I also wanted to explain. But first of all, VIDT. So this, I mean, we'll talk about the technicals, and I'll tell you about all the triggers I see. First of all, VIDT. This is the coin, right? I think it's listed on all major exchanges. But what you can see is that if you zoom out here, is that we are at a major resistance level. All right, the most important resistance level is right here between 2.5, psychological level as well, and this level right here at 2.65. That's resistance. All right, so the only reason why I would buy VIDT is if we get a continuation of the strength we're seeing right now in terms of open interest, in terms of volume, and if we break above at least 0.0265, then I would consider it. Anything below that, well, I mean, if we get a very deep pullback into 1.7 cents and the volume is still good, that's also an option. But outside of those 2 prices, I will not trade this. And I will probably not trade this, but still. Fine, also interesting. Drop down below the previous value area right here. Between 4.2 cents and this level right here at 3 cents, broke above that with a lot of volume. This is the most volume we've had so far. There's two reasons why I would trade this, and that would either be a breakout above 4 cents, which is the previous value area high, and up psychological level, breakout above that with volume. It's interesting, even though it's risky, and you do have to have a bit of a tight take profit, and therefore also a relatively tight stop loss. Or if we drop down into the value area low, which we broke back above, you can very clearly see that right here, right? So this was the support, turned into resistance, now support again. If we drop down into that and we still have the volume, that's interesting as well. But right now you're buying in the middle of the range, so the risk of the risk reward is never worth it. But those are the 2 main ones. I mean, if you go over the volume right here, you can see API 3 still has quite a lot of strength here. Auction is also getting some volume, but that's not really interesting. Personally, I bought Grass yesterday. Right here, perfect trade, by the way. Well, at least it was a perfect setup, and was also a bit lucky with the momentum coming in, of course. But this is rallying up. So this is Grass, right? So that's this one. I would keep your eyes on this as well. If we get some sort of a deeper pullback here, you can see Grass gets those deep pullbacks. Interesting, but that's it for now. I think those are the 3 coins I think you can focus on this weekend, and keep an eye on the leveraged volume. I mean, if anything could come in over the course of today, and you could make some money on that. I mean, Spell I can see is also gaining some volume here, but that remains risky. They were hacked, I think, last week or so. So maybe Spell, but like I said, it's risky. But that's what you need to know regarding pumping coins for now. If you do have any questions, anything, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.